Hello everyone and welcome to Indian Masterminds, a show where we showcase excellence in bureaucracy. This is election season and to celebrate the biggest festival of democracy, we are presenting to you a bouquet of bureaucrats who crossed over the thin line, diving the executive and the legislature. This is Muskan Kandilwal and today we are presenting to you an IPS officer who can become one of the fastest rising star of Indian politics. He is none other than K. Annamalai, the Tamil Nadu state president of the BJP, a state where the party is yet to taste success in Lok Sabha elections. From catching thieves to indulging in a political slugfest, transition has been smooth for the 2011 batch IPS officer of Tamil Nadu cadre, Kuppuswamy Annamalai. Hailed as Singham IPS, following his effective handling of riots in Chikmagalur district, K. Annamalai resigned from the service in May 2019 and joined the BJP next year. He was appointed president of Tamil Nadu BJP a year later, at a fairly early age of 37 years. The youngest person to become BJP chief of a state. Though he lost the assembly election himself in 2021, but ensured BJP won 4 assembly seats, its highest tally since 2001, when the BJP contested in alliance with the DMK. He is in fray again during the ongoing elections from Coimbatore parliamentary constituency. Son of a farmer, Annamalai is a native of Karur in Tamil Nadu and belongs to backward Gounder community. He is an engineer by qualification, having graduated in mechanical engineering from PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, and then acquired an MBA degree from prestigious IIM Lucknow. His 2-year stay at Lucknow changed his life forever.
I come from conservative, well-ordered state. UP was a culture shock. There, people will commit a murder for ₹5. What I saw there changed me. I had never seen such stark poverty or ever imagined that life could be this way. Money stopped being a priority then. I wanted a life where I could make a positive change in people's lives. The civil services seemed the way to do that.
And that is why he chucked high-paying corporate jobs in favor of khaki uniforms. After clearing UPSC CSC, Annamalai joined the police service in 2011 and won gold medal for his leadership skills at the conclusion of 4-month-long foundation course at Labasna, Mussoorie. He followed it up with another stellar performance at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad. During his training as an IPS officer from December 2011 to September 2013, he was adjudged second best officer trainee in 64th RR batch. In September 2014, he was drafted in Karnataka Police, with his first posting being in Karkala as Assistant Superintendent of Police. Here, he spearheaded an awareness campaign against drug abuse and sale of tobacco, shutting down several illegal liquor shops. Between January 2015 and August 2016, he was posted as Superintendent of Police in Udupi district. It was during his stint that he investigated his first murder case, involving a 17-year-old girl who was also raped by her assailants. He fulfilled the promise made to the victim's mother to arrest the culprits within 2 days. He didn't stop at that. He also instituted a scholarship of ₹10,000 in the name of the victim to ensure that she continued to live in people's memory. Besides this, he has also been vocal about the radicalization of Islam, especially Bhatkal, a neighborhood district of Udupi that had become hotbed of Islam radicalization, with Indian Mujahideen being most active in the area. Annamalai studied Islamic scriptures like Quran and Hadith and went into deep religious philosophy, which according to him helped him understand the psyche of terrorists and organizations. Following this, he also served as police superintendent of Chikmagalur and Mangalore districts, Known for his tough stance on communalism, Annamalai has dealt with riots in Baba Budangiri and taken on ISIS in Kundapur. In Baba Budangiri, he organized a peace committee meeting in 2017 with leaders from all sides soon after a spate of riot hit the already troubled area. Communal tensions arose when a group of miscreants vandalized the Dattatreya Baba Bunda Swami Dargah, a site of long-standing dispute between Hindus and Muslims. That's when I explained to them that this vandalism is the work of a few fringed elements. It's not up to the police to provide 24-hour security as the Muslim community has demanded, he said in the interview. He earned the reputation of being a hard-as-nails cop with an unconventional approach. One FIR leads to another and the dispute always remains unresolved. He claims he always wanted people to resolve their disputes among themselves. He has also served as the Deputy Police Commissioner in Bengaluru South. That was his last posting. He resigned from the IPS thereafter. Annamalai started off his political journey as Vice President for Tamil Nadu BJP and was soon promoted as State President. Annamalai resorted to aggressive politics. He has been known to work at the ground level for BJP, and it was Annamalai who helped in bringing BJP into mainstream state politics for Tamil Nadu. The BJP today in Tamil Nadu is the third largest party after DMK and AIADMK. This surge can largely be attributed to Annamalai being the president. A large section of the youth is fond of him because he is educated and young. In the last year, he has done good and had an opportunity because the AIADMK party was divided and remained invisible during the first 6 months after elections. Annamalai took the opportunity to project BJP as the principal opposition party to the ruling DMK. The manner in which K. Annamalai was invited by the centre in the BJP, it is quite clear that he has been able to leave an impact over the high-level leadership of the party, making him the main focus of attention for BJP, especially in Tamil Nadu. The higher leadership of BJP is also said to be impressed by his dynamic nature and his policy and nature of work, which makes him even more popular among the youth of Tamil Nadu. His aggressive campaign strategy is also very much popular and noteworthy, like we talk about July 28, 2023. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai started his Enman Enmakkal, My Land, My People roadshow from the temple town of Rameshwaram. It was flagged off by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He also covered over 234 assembly segments, covering all 39 parliamentary constituencies of the state, making him the star campaigner for BJP. Annamalai has over the years earned the reputation of a staunch Hindu leader. The manner in which he gave a public repose to Udayanidhi Stalin, son of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, on Sanatan culture has endeared him to a large swath of people in Tamil Nadu. He is working overtime in expanding BJP's support base in the southern state. DMK and AIADMK, between them, they corner 60% of the votes polled. My target is to gain the maximum of the remaining 40% voters, he said recently. He is a target of Islamic fundamentalists. That is why the centre has upgraded his security from Y to Z category. He is guarded by 64 armed guards round the clock. These are risky undertakings, whether it is battling ISIS or dealing with communal strife in Chikmagalur, where he ran into an angry stone-pelting mob.
I have a son who's dependent on me. Of course, it's frightening, but it's like what Paulo Coelho said. The universe is conspiring to give you what you want. I do believe that you have the right intentions, then you will be safe.
Having an engineering and management background besides 8 years' experience of combating crime and fundamentalism as an IPS comes in handy to him in connecting with people and expanding BJP's support base in an otherwise forbidden territory. Obviously, it's not for nothing that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has such a high regard for him that he was the only state BJP president to have been invited to a farewell dinner hosted by him for the outgoing President of India, Ramnath Kovind. The only other person to have been invited from Tamil Nadu was the then Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy. Join us next time as we unravel more stories of bureaucrats who have been shaping our country. Our next video will be on V.K. Pandian, a former IAS officer euphemistically called the Super Chief Minister of Odisha. Until then, I'm Muskan Khandilwal, signing off. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay tuned. And don't forget to keep tracking the Lok Sabha elections with Indian masterminds. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get instant alerts.